Mr. Patra,
do you have faith on your assembly?
Talk about
MLAs?
the issues.
Do you have
Talk
faith
on the points.
Do you have answer my question? Do you have faith? Do you have faith on your MLAs? Do you have faith on your MLAs?
Calling.
Do you have faith on your MLAs?
No, what do you mean? Where does the question come from?
Do you have faith on
No,
your
one
MLAs?
second. Where does that question come from? Now, gentlemen, please stop. Okay. 1 minute. Now, please stop. Now, please stop.
Can anyone else break your MLAs if you don't?
Gentlemen, you please stop, both of you, for 1 minute, please. No, 1 second, please. 1 second. Sambit Patra. Oh my God, Mr. Patra, will you please stop? Ashish Khaitan, please stop. 1 minute.
Today, Manish Sisodiya wants to be the chief minister.
Sambit, will you
Kumar
stop?
Vishwas wants to be the chief minister.
They
want to replace Arvind Kejriwal. That's the result as to why.
Now, please, gentlemen, both of you stop for a minute.
Where will it go?
When you stop for a minute, Ashish, can I please do that? Now, I can't actually fly down to Delhi and separate both of you. Just give me a minute, please. 1 second, gentlemen. Please calm down. Calm down. Mr. Patra, why don't you want to fight an election?
No, who said we don't want to fight an election?
Then say we want to fight an election.
Let the option be asked from us.
No,
Let
why
the
don't
LG
you
ask
want
us.
to fight an election? Simple question. You won
Someone
an
has
election.
to ask us.
Why
These
don't you
things
want to
cannot be-
fight an
these things are
election?
not answered
No,
on the
you
news
did.
channel,
You are.
for God's sake.
Why are you even thinking of forming a government when 3 times,
Who is
4 times,
thinking?
20 times
How
in
do
the
you
past
read
you were
our
asked
minds?
and you
Who
said
is
we won't form a
thinking?
government?
Yes,
We don't have the
we have an
mandate.
option.
Or you
Or
know
not.
everything. Who
This
is
is
thinking? How do
this
you
is
read our
strange.
minds? Let the LG ask. Let us write down on pen and paper and give our options to
Sir,
the
the
LG.
Supreme
Why are
Court
we
in the
preempting
SR
things?
Bomai versus Union of India judgment has emphasized that strength of a ministry or a government can be ascertained only of the floor of the House. So Ajay Bose, the governor, cannot invite the BJP to form government without establishing if they have a majority. And how can you have a majority unless you take people from outside? That's
But the
all.
governor would know the constitution. No, I think the governor would know the constitution.
Absolutely.
Ajay Bose.
All political logic suggests that. All political logic suggests
Arnab,
that.
and one more thing.
That is why I am asking Sambit Patra, instead of shouting at the top of his voice, why doesn't he simply say that, listen, there is no question of us forming a government in Delhi, we want elections, and please, the Lieutenant Governor should take a decision as soon as possible and let us have elections and stop this farce.
But at
This
the
is
same
ridiculous.
time,
Delhi
Ajay
hasn't
Bose,
had
can
any
I ask
government.
you?
No, but at the same time, Ajay Bose.
Mr. Ajay
needless
Bose, why are you not
suspense.
asking the same question to
Needless
Aam
suspense
Aadmi
is
Party?
ridiculous.
Mr. Ajay Bose, why are you not
answer
asking the
does
same
not lie what
question to the
happened
Aam
in the
Aadmi Party when the
Aam
Aam
Aadmi
Aadmi Party
Party
said
thought
that they do
process.
not want the assembly to be
Aam
dissolved?
Aadmi Party
Why
is
are you being so
irrelevant here.
biased? Why are you
Aam
so
Aadmi
biased,
Party
Mr.
is
Bose?
in no position to form a government.
No. Why are you so biased,
Aam Aadmi
Mr.
Party
Bose?
is in no
Why
position
didn't you
to
ask
form
the
a
same
government.
question to the Aam Aadmi
They
Party when the Aam
They are
Aadmi
in
Party
no position to form a
wrote
government.
to the Lieutenant Governor saying,
No,
please
they are in
don't
no
dissolve
position
the
to form a
assembly.
government.
We want
There
to
is
look
no
into the options.
speculation that
You
they're
are
forming
not
a government.
asking
What
this
is
question to
stopping
them.
them from
But
giving
today at the
clear
top of
answer?
your voice, you are asking this question to
the
me.
speculation
and no
is not
question
about
has been
Aam
asked by
Aadmi
the
Party.
LG.
My question,
For the
1
LG to
second.
come in.
No.
Gentlemen, Congress Party is saying something. 1 second, Javier Shergill of the Congress Party. 1 second, both of you now please stop for a minute. Javier Shergill, otherwise we won't hear each other.
Please don't
We
double
make
up
your
for Aam
point,
Aadmi
make
Party,
your
Mr.
point
Ajay
strongly, but don't make your point over each other all the time. Yes, Javier Shergill. What were you saying? Please listen to the Congress. Even though it has 8 seats, even though it has reduced to 44 in the Lok Sabha, even though it is embattled, listen to them. They have problems, but doesn't mean they will not listen to them. Yeah, go ahead.
Though we have been reduced to 44, but clearly nervousness and they are scared and showing on BJP's face. Number 2, the answer
That's
today
only
does
shown
not
on
lie in the
Rahul's
past.
face, by
They
the way.
can't keep on leaning on the crutches of the past. They propriety demands. The people deserve a clarity from Bharatiya Janata Party. What is their next step? What took them 7 months to respond to Supreme Court, and why is still not a clear answer?
Okay, should I just open the lines?
Preparing Mr. Jaganmukhi.
Should I open the lines?
Jaganmukhi for
you?
Should I open the
why can't he
lines?
say
1
open
second, 1 second. I am told,
channel?
1 second, Mr. Patra.
The problem is they
Mr.
are
Patra.
scared. The winds
Mr.
have
Patra.
started blowing. The
Mr.
winds of
Patra.
change have started
No,
blowing.
1 second, Mr. Shergill, 1 second. I am told there are a lot of people who are already calling tonight on our central phone line, so I think I'm going to be democratic in this and say, let's open up the phone lines. The phone numbers are going to flash on your screen right now. We have 7 to 10 minutes of this debate. We are going to open up the phone lines. Let's hear from the people here tonight. What's wrong with a fresh election in Delhi? What's wrong with a fresh... Narasimha Rao ran a minority government does not mean that is the model of running the government. And can the BJP say tonight that let's form a government only with a majority? But by the way, before I open up the phone lines, and by the way, the numbers are coming through My question to Ashish Khaitan is this. You see, Ashish, you can't have it your way all the time. You decide when to form a government. Then you decide whether or not to form a government with outside support of the Congress. Then you decide when to break the government. Then you decide when to land the state in a crisis. And now you decide that no, we are not going to let another government be formed. We want a fresh election. I mean, you were the ones to cause this mess, Ashish.
No.
1 minute. You were the ones who caused this mess. It is now up to the governor and the president to fix it. You do not have a right to intervene in the matter.
No, that's
You let down the people once.
That's not
Ashish, you let down the people once.
Arnav, we resigned. We resigned in February and we resigned on principles. We were a minority government. We didn't have the numbers. In democracy, you require numbers to run a government. We were dependent
didn't have the
on
numbers
the
when
support
you had
of Congress. 1 second, let me complete. We were dependent on the support of Congress. We had fought elections. We had formed a party on some very basic issues, which is anti-corruption plank, which is
With the
bringing
Congress
Jan
support,
Lokpal bill.
anti-corruption bank with Congress support.
One second. Arnav, we went to the people. We went to the people, held a referendum, and people said you form the government as long as Congress allows you to function on your terms and conditions. And the day we realized that Congress is not
Have
going
the
to
people
allow
told
us to
you
bring in Jan Lokpal bill. Now, one second.
I'm sorry.
But did
No, one second.
you have a referendum
You are
before
the
leaving?
person who
But did you have a
dismantled his
referendum
own
before
house.
leaving?
1 second.
You are the
Did you have a
person who
referendum
dismantled
before
his own
leaving?
house.
This is the question.
Arnav, you may
Ashish, did you have a referendum
dismantled
before
your own
leaving
house.
before leaving the government,
On
before
the
resigning?
legal-
Did you have a referendum then?
You dismantled your own house. Don't
You
blame the
ran
Congress
away at
party.
your convenience. You did not go to the people
is your
for
conduct?
resigning.
Let
Now,
me
what
ask
conduct?
all
What
evidence.
conduct?
Stop
You
blaming
can
the
accuse Aam
Congress.
Aadmi Party
Aam
of
Aadmi
anything,
has created
but
a
you
world
cannot
record
accuse
of
Aam Aadmi
dismantling
Party
and putting their
of
own house on
compromising
fire.
on its
Long
principles.
ago.
For
Aam
unrealistic,
Its only
non-legal
principle was to become the prime minister. That is all.
Constitutional values. Arnav, there is a larger question here. The question is not of Aam Aadmi Party government or a BJP government. The question is whether the next government in Delhi will it be formed within the confines of constitutional and democratic values. That's the question. And if a government formed on immorality, if a government formed through immoral and corrupt means cannot serve the public interest, it can never serve the public
Arnav,
agenda.
can I come in?
Opening the lines now.
And we should learn from history what happened in Karnataka. Operation Kamal led to
Why are you going to the history now? Why are you going to the history now? You are saying that don't go to the yesterdays. But why are you going to the history now? People have rejected you. People have shown the door. Go out.
We should never
Leave.
forget that.
No. Why are you going to the history now? You are saying that we should not see the yesterday. Now you have gone to the history at your convenience.
Callers on, please, now. Newshour tonight.
It was only because
It
of
is
your
now.
lack of vision that Delhi had to suffer all this.
Gentlemen,
Remember
1
Mr.
minute.
Satish Khaitan.
42 minutes past 9. I think we should take the callers. And the fact is, this entire debate is not a Delhi-centric debate in the sense the entire people all over the country are calling right now into the newsroom. This debate is not centering only around Delhi. Whether or not there should be an election in Delhi is now becoming a national issue. Let there be an election, Mr. Patra. If you think Arvind Kejriwal will be decimated and you will win, then fight.
Let the Lieutenant Governor ask.
Get a full mandate.
Arey Baba, if anyone is scared, that is Rahul Gandhi. The Congress should not be playing this scary game. If today anyone is scared in Indian politics, that is Rahul Gandhi. But please don't bring Rahul Gandhi in every debate. He is scared. Let him be alone. But the bigger question is, let the Lieutenant Governor ask. We will reply. How can you preempt the reply that Bharatiya Janata Party is going to say?
I am getting a
For God's sake, you have destroyed Delhi. You have destroyed Delhi. You are the ones who have treated Delhi people as guinea pigs.
me
After
wrong.
that,
Come out in the
we
arena.
will bring development. Don't worry.
Reduce the volume,
Don't worry.
Politics
We will
and
do
the
it.
politics of hypocrisy.
Our first caller from Chennai today, and the name is from Chennai. Raman is calling from Chennai. Dr. Raman from Chennai, sir. Please, sir, it's quite a noisy debate tonight. I would like the viewers to call or callers to be heard. Please, I request the participation of all the political panelists. Yes, Dr. Raman, go ahead. Good evening. Good evening, Dr. Raman. Are you there?
My point is,
Yeah, reduce the volume of your TV
my
set,
point
please.
is, this Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, I think, is the biggest fraud in Indian politics. He has cheated the public of India. He has cheated the public of India by giving so many promises. Suddenly, he runs from corruption to he becomes like an anti-communalist. what has he really done for the public of India?
Straight question there. Straight question, Dr. Raman. Dr. Raman, stay on. I'm taking a second caller and then I'll take answers from everyone on that. Atal calling in from Delhi. Our first caller from Delhi this evening. Atal, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Arno.
Good evening.
Arno, you are able to listen me properly? Actually, I'm not getting you properly.
I can hear you, Atal. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. Arno, my question is to Mr. Sambit Patra. I urge Mr. Sambit Patra, let the Delhi people decide the next government, who will form the next government. His horse trading is something, it's very unconstitutional. So we would like to see what the Delhi people actually want.
Right.
So we have seen that right now Sambit Patra is sound a bit arrogant. I know that he had got a clear mandate, but we
exactly,
would like to see.
exactly. Answers coming in. Okay, I just want the voices to come in. I'm glad the politicians are listening in silence. Rakesh is calling in from Bangalore. Rakesh, good evening.
Good evening, Arnab. Arnab, I have a small question for Sandip Patra.
Yeah.
Sandip Patra, you have won great election of India. Why are you scared? Why are you running away from elections?
Exactly.
Say yes.
Say yes.
Fight the elections. Let's win. Let's come back again. Why are you scared? Don't get scared. You might come back winning all the seats. You don't know. You don't know the mood of the people. I mean, we should go with it.
Oh God. Stop this Aam Aadmi Party rhetoric. No one is scared of Aam Aadmi Party now. It is all about publicity. AAP, all about publicity.
Well, that's a new one. That's a new one. Okay, answer that question. Everyone's asking you the same question, Sambit. Fight the election. Don't be scared.
Yes, I respect the people and I say, let the Lieutenant Governor ask. No one is shying away from fresh elections also. Let our leadership take a decision.
All right.
None of us should...
We have already asked twice.
Congress
said no. He's already asked twice.
Mr.
It's as
Shergill.
simple as that.
How will you prove
you're not
the
shying
majority
away
on
from
the
horse
floor?
trading also.
Please, Congress should be a bystander.
They've
my friend,
already
Mr.
asked
Shergill.
twice.
You
The
are a good
problem
person. I
is you
agree
don't
with
know
that.
what answer
But for
to give
God's sake,
because your intentions are not clear.
With 8 seats, you
no.
should be a bystander. You got an opportunity of forming the government along with the Aam Aadmi
I am better off with
Mr. Patra, 3 minutes on this debate.
than with your seats
3 minutes.
away from election. That is worse.
3 minutes. Ajay Bose.
I can give a clear answer.
Ajay Bose. Ajay Bose is saying
With your mandate, at least have the audacity to be transparent to the people of Delhi.
Congress should not utter the word transparency.
Why are you hobnobbing?
Today it is the Bharatiya
Why are
Janata
you
Party.
hobnobbing?
No one is hobnobbing. We are transparent. That is the reason as to why we got all the 7 seats in the Lok Sabha.
Give a transparent, clear answer. Why are you shying away from the Supreme Court and from people of Delhi?
Come, give the answer. The question paper has not been printed. You want us to give the answer. How can we give an answer then?
Sambit, why are you saying...
Question paper was printed twice. You have failed.
Why
it is being printed for the third time, but you don't want to write the exam. That is the problem.
Could not solve the problem.
You don't want to write the exam. That is the problem.
We want to write the exam.
Who doesn't want to go to the examination hall?
Question paper. We will answer them.
You don't want to go to the examination hall. That is the problem.
Why don't you?
That is Rahul Gandhi's definition. Not going to the examination hall is Rahul Gandhi.
doesn't want to give exam.
Stop leaning, for God's sake. Stop leaning on our UPA to cover yourself.
Don't define Rahul
Give your answer.
Gentlemen, I know this is wonderful.
Why not you not
No, one second. The fact is, please understand, there may be a problem.
Plausible and a swallowable
No, there may be a problem, Mr. Patra.
You're a scared kid who does not want to write an exam.
No, there may be a problem, Mr. Patra.
Only person in Indian politics who does not want to write
I think I'll take one more caller.
Rahul Gandhi, for God's sake.
I think, you know, Mr. Patra, fact of the matter is that you don't have a... One second, Mr. Shergill. The fact of the matter is, you don't have a solid face. You don't have a solid, recognizable face. Allow me to complete, with which you can go to the public and ask for votes, which means you're better off taking what you get and assuming power, even if it means that you're painted in bad light, even if it means that your supporters call in on Newshour and say, what are you scared of fighting the elections for?
Ornab, I would say otherwise. You
Mr.
say that we
Patra-
don't have a solid face. You say that we don't have a solid
Who
face.
is your solid face?
There is no otherwise.
How these seven
There
people
is
won
no
in the Lok
otherwise.
Sabha election? Now, how these seven
Then
people
why
won
don't-
the Lok
why-
Sabha
black and
election?
white
Only
and
one
red.
guy.
There is no
I
gray
can
area.
understand the
Why should
Congress
we-
running
why
away
should-
from this.
Ajay,
Now, why should you be
There
worried
is
about who
no
should be our
gray
candidate?
area.
Ashish Khaitan,
There is
You
no
decide who
gray
would be your
Arnab,
chief minister
listen,
Or
candidate.
you
Now, you
on the
decide.
floor of the
Where
House
is
in terms of SR
Mr.
Bommai.
Vishwas.
Where is
Mr.
Gentlemen,
Vishwas
you
is
don't
the
speak
candidate.
together, please, everyone, and
Mr.
make a
Vishwas
request
or
one at a
Manish
time.
Sisodiya, who is conspiring to backstab Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. You decide who would be your chief minister.
did you,
Thereafter, you come to us.
Mr. Patra, you give it
No,
to
no.
us.
Ashish Khaitan is responding and
First
Mr.
you
Patra,
decide
let
what's
him speak.
happening in the Aam
Let
Aadmi
him
Party.
speak, Mr. Patra. Let Ashish Khaitan speak, Mr. Patra. Go ahead, Mr.
Mr.
Khaitan.
Ashish Khaitan has to
Samir
decide
won't
as to
let
who will
anybody
be their
speak.
chief minister candidate first.
There's
Who is
a-
their face today? Manish Sisodiya is all ready to backstab Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Mr. Kumar Vishwas is slowly projecting himself from the backstage. So first the Aam Aadmi Party has to decide whether it's a Arvind alone party or there are others also in this party.
There is a practical problem with BJP today. They don't have a face
Oh.
whom they can project as chief ministerial candidate. Two, there is factionalism, and everybody is trying to go for the
Factionalism.
post of a CM. Jagdish Mukhi, Meenakshi Lekhi, Harsh Vardhan. So that's the problem. Third, they have a problem that there is an RSS. RSS is saying that we won't allow horse trading. And then they have the problem of their own MLAs who are saying that we don't want to face elections because we might lose to Aam Aadmi Party. So there are plenty of problems with the BJP today. They are confident of their victory in Maharashtra, but with Delhi they are very nervous.
And there is
they
one
don't
more
have a
problem.
positive
One
agenda
caller-
in Delhi.
One
They
caller
don't
from
have
Delhi and the next caller on the
Can I
news
ask
tonight. The
something,
last
Arnab?
caller on this
Nothing
debate.
Can I ask something
The last- The last
There's
caller,
nothing
okay,
more
Mr. Priyank is calling from Delhi.
absolutely
Priyank, good
nothing.
evening. Priyank, good evening.
Good evening, Arnab. My call is to Aam Aadmi Party, and my question is, since I voted for them in Delhi, now my question is to them. They are shouting about elections, and on the other hand, they are shouting about corruption and wastage of people money, income taxes. Now, if there is a chance of forming a government, by anyhow, why they are shouting? Because another election will again be a burden on the people.
That's exactly
They are
the problem.
using, election is not happens, the factory of God.
Allow him to complete. He's a public.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's a fair question. Arnab, you asked the same question at the start of the debate, that perhaps 6 months are given for political realignment. Now today there can only be political realignment if Congress decides to support either BJP or Aam Aadmi Party. Without Congress's support, there cannot be a constitutional government in the state of Delhi.
They were talking about
That's,
this.
and that is not possible.
Everything.
One
Congress
second,
won't support
Priyank
BJP
is
or
counter
won't
question.
support
Q, why
Counter
the Congress was
question.
married to the Aam
One
Aadmi Party a
second.
few days ago?
Does the viewer have the right to counter question you?
No,
Yes,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
And Priyank is counter questioning. I like this. Yes, Priyank, go ahead.
You were talking about electricity. I agree that Congress government was corrupt and everything, but in past 15 years, we never faced the electricity problem. Why we are facing the electricity problem after Aam Aadmi came into power? Then we are facing, now they have resigned, we are facing. Why in past 15 years we were not facing the electricity power?
Sir, we were in power for only 49 days. We wanted to carry out certain structural reforms. The whole sector of electricity and power.
So who was
is
stopping
mired in
you?
corruption
Who was
and
stopping you from that?
capitalism. We
Who was
ordered
stopping you
audit
from
of
that?
power companies.
Why did you run away to become the
We
Prime
ordered
Minister?
audit of power companies. Their
No, why did you run
transmission
away to become the Prime Minister?
The distribution infrastructure is in shambles. It is in shambles because there was a nexus between Congress and BJP for the past 15
But you
years.
were married to the Congress, for
BJP
God's sake, remember that. You were taking the
did
support of the
ask
Congress and
one
formed the
question of public
government.
interest.
And then you ran away to become the Prime Minister. You wanted to be the Prime Minister overnight. Your over-ambitiousness, the over-ambitiousness of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, the single man,
There
has
was
in
a
fact
nexus
put Delhi in a
between
spot.
Congress
Remember
and
one thing.
BJP for 15 years.
Forget all this
This
preaching.
nexus of 15
Forget
years and
all
Congress
this
and
preaching,
BJP
for God's sake.
led to a power crisis,
Forget
an
all
infrastructure
this
crisis,
preaching.
a corruption crisis in
Remember
Delhi.
one thing,
You are in
Arnab.
power in the municipal corporation. Municipal corporation under BJP
Remember
is a
one
den of
thing,
corruption.
Arnab. Remember
A
one
den
thing,
of corruption.
Arnab.
You have done
Remember one
nothing
thing,
against your own
Arnab.
corruption. You did nothing against Congress's
Over-ambitiousness of
corruption.
a single man, that is Arvind Kejriwal, has
You
led to this
condone
crisis.
Congress's corruption.
This
You
man
look away.
wanted
You
to
look-
be the chief
you-
minister by the
you
evening
condone your own
and prime
corruption.
minister by the morning. A man
have
who
only
wants to
one
be the
thing
chief
to
minister
say.
by the evening
You have only
and
one
prime
thing to
minister
say,
by the morning
which is
destroyed
attacking
the
Arvind
fabric
Kejriwal.
of Delhi.
You may attack Arvind Kejriwal 100 times, but that is
And
not
we have extended this debate by 10 minutes. I have time for just one more caller calling in from Noida.
Has to be
And that's Arvind calling in from Noida. 1 second. Arvind from Noida. Good evening. Our last caller on this debate, Arvind from Noida. Good evening. Please listen to the viewers. Yeah, Arvind.
Hi, Arnab. Good evening. This is Arvind here from
Good evening, Arvind. Good evening.
Yeah, my question goes to Mr. That independent panelist, that Ajay Bose. There is one precedent I know, or I came to know, in 1998 in UP Assembly, Governor took a secret ballot in the Assembly, and Kalyan Singh was chosen the Chief Minister with the Jagdambika power. Why in the same situation? Why can't we can have LG can call a secret ballot and choose a Chief Minister in the Assembly? And Supreme Court has justified, Supreme Court has approved that decision.
If you remember,
so why that option cannot be explored, and why we have to push Delhi for a third election in 1 year?
No, if you remember, because they did that, the BJP lost very heavily morally in Uttar Pradesh and never came back to power after that in Uttar Pradesh in assembly elections, because it was widely seen as horse trading by the BJP at that time. They lost the moral high ground, and although they formed a government, it wasn't seen as really having been ethical and moral, because there was a lot of horse trading that went behind in breaking away numbers from various parties, where a lot of players were there. Mulayam Singh Yadav also joined in, and there were all kinds of hera-feri, as they call it. So I am precisely saying the BJP today has got this huge mandate. It is occupying the moral high ground. Do they really want to do this when they can actually take the moral high ground, go in for elections,
food for thought,
and then at least have a clear mandate?
Food for thought, and I'm wrapping this up. And for all those viewers who've been calling, I haven't been able to take your calls. I apologize. I did not intend to open up for calls right at the beginning, but I thank those who have called. Food for thought: should the BJP appear to be dodging an election? That's something, especially after such a big victory in May. Let the BJP think about it. I thank you all very much. Ashish Khaitan, Sambit Patra, Jaiveer Shergill and Ajay Bose for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.